Hello everyone. Now in this video let's discuss about hoisting in JavaScript. Now coming to hoisting, what's the actual meaning of hoisting? Hoisting means throwing up. Suppose in a national occasions the most common thing that going to happen will be flag hoisting. The head of the state or head of the country will hoist the flag. In this process the flag will be tied to a long pole, and initially the flag will be at the bottom of the pole and it will be waved up, and it will be hoisted up and it will be waved. And the process of this moving the flag from top to bottom is called hoisting. That's why it's called flag hoisting. And in this same behavior we can observe in JavaScript also. In JavaScript all the declarations will be hoisted to the top of the code, and it will be initially these will be executed by browsers. Different browser has different JavaScript running engines. Like Chrome have V8 engine and Safari have core, and we have many servers. Now coming to hoisting, what is hoisting means? We discuss it. The default behavior of moving the declarations to the top of the code, and all declarations only will be hoisted in JavaScript. Now let's see how. We need to know the three terminologies before discussing the hoisting. They are declaration, initialization, and assigning. Declaration means it's declaring the variable. It means we are not giving any value or any particular thing, assigning any particular things to the variable. Just we are declaring that, just we are saying that the variable is there, the variable is present in this code. And what is initialization means? The initialization means we also have to know accessing means we have to give a value to the variable. Means with the help of equal to symbol we can assign the value to the variables. This is called assigning. And initialization means, coming to initialization, these both declaration and assigning both combinedly called as initialization. In this initialization the hoisting will not work. And see where hoisting will work and where we will not work. See we can see where the variables declared with where can be hoisted, and the functions declared also can be hoisted, and the variables which are declared with let const will not be hoisted, and the functions that declared and assigned to a variable that can't be hoisted. Let's see simple how this hoisting. It's a default behavior of the JavaScript, where it moves all the declarations to the top, and in this JavaScript only declarations will be hoisted. And these declarations, if we use where for a variable, then the memory will be allocated to global window as undefined in memory. If we use a let or constant, then the memory will be stored as a scripts as undefined. Now let's discuss some briefly with code. Now see here, you can see I am console logging a variable called a, and I am calling the function d which I defined at the below. Now let's try to run in the live server. See, we try to see how the output looks. See, we have hoisting example, it's printed, and undefined also. Here undefined means here the A is not defined. It is declared but it is not defined. And also it here the function D is executed because it's hoisted. And let's try to see how the let and where also. And see, let's try to run this. Here it's getting undefined. Here see, we cannot access B before initializing. So before initializing this we cannot access. Let's try to remove this B and try to execute whether B works or not. Now let's try to run. If we try to run, see, we cannot access C before initialization. Yeah, it means we declared it as we initialized it as a constant. Constant cannot be hoisted. And if we assign a variable function to a variable, let's try to assign this function only. Let's try to give a function. Now let's try to console log. Now let's try to execute. We'll remove this code. Now see, here we used the A will be hoisted up and D executed in the function D, and the E also we created the variable E as a where. If we create it with let, it says that function is not defined. Now let's try to see how this. Here we cannot access C before initializing. It means we cannot access with the let variable. And if we try to console log E at the end, then it's remove this. Now let's see here the function is printing. See, that's all. I think you understand how the hoisting works and in which cases the hoisting may not work and in which cases the hoisting will work. This is the default behavior of JavaScript. We can avoid hoisting with these keywords like let and constant, or declaring a function without executing. Now I think you understand about hoisting. Thank you.